Hey, what's up, guys? I haven't seen y'all in a long minute. Um, I just wanted to touch base with you. Everything's been good. Well, life is crazy. Life for you and for me. I don't need to tell you guys. It's it's getting harder and harder to make ends meet. Today I went to the grocery store and I everything was more since the last week I was there. I was just there like a few days ago and I'm like, how is it on sale? A cucumber for $3. A skinny, teeny tiny cucumber for $3. Anyway, it's disheartening. It's like, okay, this is where we're at. This is where we're at. It's not gonna get better. It's not gonna get financially better or easier for us. And as children of God, I want more for us. I don't want us to be stuck in the paradigm of 9 to 5, working for someone, and just being happy with that. I moved to Calgary, Alberta from the paradise, from Vancouver Island, which is paradise. If you ever been there, it's never snows. It rarely freezes. A lot of rain though, but hiking, it was an amazing place to grow up, and I was extremely fortunate. But moving to Calgary, it was a promise of more earnings with my husband, and he's a firefighter for the city of Calgary, so that's a better life. But moving here, and since we're in the end times. Definitely we're in the end times. A earnings of such that should be able to provide for a family, right? It doesn't. I've had to come up with different ways to make money. I left my job to raise my kids about 7 years ago as a healthcare assistant. I was a healthcare assistant for the elderly for 14 years, and I had to make the choice to stay home with the kids and let the husband bring home the income and the support. But now that they're older, I ain't going back to that, because we know we know what that's about. The healthcare system, they want to dictate what you put in your body, even to be able to earn from them. So there's a lot of resources out there for us, for children of God. We just have to be willing to put ourselves out there. Since then, I have come up with my own business, right? And I clean for people. I clean people's homes. I make more than I did before. I work for people who work big full-time jobs, right? I put my name out there and I go and clean their homes. I charge $40 an hour. So there is nothing that we can't do, okay? It doesn't mean that you have to work a 9 to 5. It doesn't mean you have to work for the system. The best thing for Christians and people in these end days is coming up with new ideas to support yourself, because it is getting harder and harder and harder. So if you have an idea like me, where you can just buy a spray bottle of vinegar and a little bit of toilet cleaner and a few cloths, put your name out there, charge $40 an hour, and clean some rich person's house. And when you're there, you can tell them the gospel, which is cool. You could take care of elderly people who have to go off to work but want you to take care of their parent while they're home. While you're there, you can tell the person the gospel. You can be a landscaper with no experience and charge $50 an hour of hard labor. And while you're there, you could tell the clients the gospel. There is nobody that is better to work than a Christian. Everybody loves hiring Christians because we take pride in the work we do. It's a show of God, of how good it is to work and use our hands and labor. And even my clients who don't believe in Jesus, which is a lot, appreciate the fact that I believe in Jesus. Isn't that something? So don't be despaired. I know it's hard, man. It's even while my husband makes a great income as a firefighter here in the city, and I am doing my best to run my own business, have my own clients. It's working. Like it somehow God makes it work. Don't shut the door on new opportunities, even in these days, which is crazy. Even in these days, which everything is so much more expensive, just leave your options open and do not ever consider yourself non-experienced. As a child of God and, someone who understands the morals of Jesus Christ, people trust you more, even if they don't believe. So, I hope this encourages you. It's hard though. Like, even, I'm not gonna lie, even while I work every day and my husband, and then we have the 3 kids, right? They're getting older. They're like adult size now, all of them. It's, the one who graduates high school is going to have to start working immediately. Nobody's getting a free ride. No free rides these days. So it is the way it is. I love working for survival. Working for survival it's so rewarding. And what's not rewarding is when you're the only one working for survival and ain't nobody else working for it and they're trying to take. So if everyone in the family, and this goes back to history, all the kids worked on the farm, right? And all the kids contributed. So if everyone got on the same page, kids, parents, older kids, of course, not the younger kids, to help work and understood the survival aspect of it, will be good. I feel like Western civilization, Canada, USA, has gotten into this kind of one person works and everybody lives off them and plays video games and goes shopping and just, that's not the way it was meant to be. Everybody has to do their part for survival. And here we are again. We're at the end times. We all need to participate in a family unit, and even with a family unit of the children of God too. So never think this is all I can do, even though everything is so expensive and it's so hard to survive. Never just limit yourself to a 9-to-5. Start something your own. For me, I'll tell you a secret. I shouldn't say it online, but a lot of my clients pay green paper. You know what I'm saying? So that Big Brother isn't included. That's a great way to get ahead. We don't need, and when you're in a big corporation, you can't avoid that. But when you run your own business, yes, you can. You can. So just don't feel limited to this time. The prices, the limitations. Yeah, of course there's limitations, but we're ingenuitive. We are children. We are sisters and brothers in Christ. We are children of God. We have a bigger idea. So even in the end days,